Hello and welcome to Community Chats. I'm your host, Ali Hammer, and today on the show, we're joined with Maddie Auld, our General Manager for Mid-Market and SMB at AWS. Maddie, thank you so much for being here today because you are one of our Amazon Sustainability Ambassadors. So for those who don't know, can you share with us what is the Sustainability Ambassador program here at AWS?
At Amazon, we have a really strong focus on sustainability, as you heard from Luke. We co-founded the Climate Agreement, which is a commitment to be net zero carbon by 2040. That's 10 years ahead of the Paris Agreement. We've had over 50 companies join that agreement and that pledge, which is really quite exciting. And we've focused a lot around our efficiencies and how we use energy in our data centers and within our business. We've had over 100,000 electric vehicles, and we've also created a climate pledge fund where we're helping fund organizations to do it. So at Amazon, it's always been a strong focus and something that I've seen a lot externally. And what I was really encouraged about was there was a program internally. We've got a large amount of affinity groups internally from Glamazon and a whole range of others that we do. And there was this one called the Sustainability Ambassadors Program. And that really piqued my interest because the whole idea of the program is it's a grassroots organization of passionate Amazon employees that really want to embed sustainable practices across our business. And so the program, like I said, launched in 2018 and consists of two chapters between our corporate and our operations, which are the two core parts of our business. And to date, we've got over thousands of volunteers engaged in the corporate program, and we have over 400 operation facilities involved in the operations chapter.
Wow. Well, firstly, I did not know that this was built in 2018. So that's something new to me. And it's so amazing the traction that you guys have had with thousands of employees getting on board already. And one thing that's really cool is, Amazon is focused on building sustainability as it's such an important topic, not just to talk about, but to actually put into action. So what I want to know is what are some examples of the things that the ambassadors are actually doing that you can practically tell me about?
Yeah, so there's lots of examples, some small, some big. And we're looking at really accelerating them even further. But as a group globally, we've participated and run several initiatives. A thing called plogging. I didn't really know what plogging was. It's this concept of jogging while picking up litter, and it kind of came out of Sweden. But we've run that event across Australia as well as globally. Just a fun way of kind of getting people engaged and doing things. We do lots of lunch and learn sessions with employees, and it's really to try and drive that awareness and raise the education level of people around things that they can do at home and at work that will have an impact on our environment. We also participated in Recycle Week, where we implemented recycling bins across various different sites. You may have seen in the office. We've got recycling areas for batteries, where we are also separate recycling bins for cans, where the money is donated to clean up the oceans. And we've also got composting throughout our Sydney sites and others. But ultimately, the focus is improving the sustainability of the working environment, and that includes at home or in the office.
Maddie, what do you see as the future of the ambassador program? Because I know that you guys have been really busy and you've done a lot already. What's to come? Is there anything in the works, or is it more of the same and the great work that you're already doing?
Yeah, so it's really to expand on it. So going into COVID, where everyone went home, made it a real challenge because we're not in the office. So trying to engage and keep the group alive and finding ways of having impact has been a challenge. And since we're still operating in this hybrid type of environment where some people are in the office, some people are at home, we need to continue to find ways to have fun with it and engage employees and provide those education opportunities. But as you saw with Luke and some of the work that he's been doing, we're really getting a lot more involved in the customer engagement side of things too, since a lot of the people in the office are customer facing. And that's really quite exciting. So we've got talks at our Sydney Summit event focused on sustainability specifically, and that's actually going to be run by Luke. So really, getting that message out there to our customers and having more people in our business talking about it is what we want to do it. We're also looking at initiatives around Earth Day, which is coming up in April 22. And we're going to launch an employee engagement initiative that'll be a lot of fun, that will be app-based to try and get a lot of people to think about little decisions they make on a daily basis while driving an element of competition and fun into it.
It sounds like the program has the potential to impact such great change, not just within the company, but actually outside of AWS. And I'm so excited because after this interview, we're kicking off. We're going to interview 10 of our AWS customers to hear about what they're doing in this space, because our customers are doing some really impressive stuff. So thank you so much for sharing that. Maddie, lastly, why is it so important for businesses and particularly cloud companies to work on sustainability?
Yeah, I think individually people have their own motivations as why they join it. I've got two beautiful daughters who are quite young, and I, really conscious about what world I'm leaving them, which is really where I got into the whole sustainability side of things. But climate change is a global crisis, and it's something that we all need to address. And I really see it as it's a shared responsibility from Amazon, from organizations and individuals. And so what we try to do, and why it's important for businesses, is that every organization, I think the stat that Luke said, that 80% of organizations have some form of commitment to sustainability that they've publicly announced or have got goals around. And so everyone is already starting to think about this, but there's more to it. You can actually achieve those sustainability goals whilst also creating greater cost savings and cost efficiencies and more efficiencies in your business, full stop. And an example of that is, there's an 88% carbon reduction you get from moving to cloud compared to a standard enterprise data center. And that was based on some research that a company 451 did for about comparing cloud to enterprise data centers. And the reason that is cloud data centers are more efficient data center facilities. We focus heavily, and especially in Amazon, heavily on efficient servers and server utilization. And so we also look at the reduced electricity consumption and renewable energy usage by, even the investments we've made at AWS with over 34 wind and solar farms that are powering our environment. And again, and as Luke said before, we are the largest consumer of renewable energy. But at the end of the day, the greenest energy is the energy you don't use. And that's really why we focus so much on efficiencies from hardware, from CPUs, from data centers, and from then leveraging renewable energy to make up any that we do. And so from that, we get cost savings, and so do our customers, and we get greater efficiencies as a result. And that's why I think it's important for every business to have that focus on sustainability. Thank you very much, Ali. Really
Thanks,
enjoyed
Maddie.
this, and appreciate the time.
See you next time.
Bye.